Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. "40 years ago, I purchased this rocking chair, and it was a gift for Lydia for Christmas. Now we have a grandson, and when the grandson visits, we want to be able to rock the little guy to sleep. Lydia asked that for her birthday that I fix it. The rear rung broke out, and one of the chair arms broke. It had a hard life in its first 5 years. It spent the last, good 6 years in the barn at the other house because it didn't go with the decor. And we didn't have any grandchildren. And Ryan was too big to rock. So it spent 6 years in the barn, and then it came down here to the basement, and it's been here going on 9 years now. So the last 5 of those 9 years, it has had that rung broken. And I put it down here knowing that I was going to get to it eventually. Well, now Lydia wants it for her birthday. So I'm going to be making a new rung. And to do that, I'm going to be using some antique tools that I have. Because turns out they're just the perfect thing for doing the job that I need. The first thing I did was mark out the length of the rung that I needed. Got my marks there. Now I have to cut the tenons for the end. And this is where the old tools come in. This is a really old tool. It's called a hollow auger. And the idea is this cutter is going to trim down this end down to 5/8 of an inch. And what I did is I set the gap between the cutter and the rest at 5/8 of an inch. But before I can use this, I need to use the spoke pointer. Spoke pointer is just a tool that cuts a taper on the end of it. And it trims down a really nice little 5/8 diameter tenon. And I'm able to stop right at my mark. Of course, I did a trial run before I did this dowel because I didn't want to have the one piece of wood that I had, because this extra piece is a little too short. Didn't want to take the one piece that I had and screw it up. So it's always a good idea to run a practice piece first. Well, there's the spindle done. Now we just have to install it. First I want to do a dry fit to make sure I've got the lengths right. I can take that tenon down just a little bit and make it easier to install. I walked over to the next room and trimmed off the tenons about 1/4 of an inch each. Yep, that's going to fit just fine. Okay, time for glue. Well, that part of it's done. I clean up the glue a little bit. Then I have a chair arm that's broken. I'm going to drill that and put a dowel in through the bottom. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.